Hello everyone, it's Ngozi. Welcome back to my channel, Ngozi Nwafor, where I discuss all things related to natural 4C hair, weight loss, and lifestyle. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So today I'm going to be discussing a very common popular topic is why is my 4C natural hair not growing? Okay, we've all been there, we've all gotten to that, even if it's not specifically 4C but just natural hair in general. You feel like you're using all the proper products, you're doing all the things right, and you're still struggling to see your hair actually grow. All right, so we're going to get into this video. This is my twist out. It's about 2 days old. I'm going to just apply some hair lotion. This is the pink, I think I've showed this before, pink luster shea butter and coconut oil. I actually really like it, and I'm going to just put about a dime size. Let me put about a dime size. As you can see, I'm going to untwist my hair while discussing the major topics. All right, so a big topic: why is my natural 4C hair not growing? And honestly, there's one major answer, and there's many reasons that are related to that one answer. The major answer is breakage. If your hair grows, everyone here grows, regardless of race, ethnicity. We've all debunked those myths. If you watch one of my previous videos, I'll link it below in the comment section about how I overcame a 15-year growth plateau. Everyone's hair grows. The idea that our hair doesn't grow as fast as other people is not true. It's just that our hair breaks easier. Especially the thicker, the more 4C, as your hair gets closer to 4C, it's even easier. So breakage is the answer. Your hair is growing. Saying your hair is not growing is disingenuous. It is growing. It's just not retaining the length. It's breaking. And as a result, you're not seeing hair growth. So I'm going to dive into some of the major reasons, all right? Number one reason, which I still struggle with to this day, that may be causing your hair to break is it's dry. That's just the reality. When your hair is soft, it's moist, it's hydrated, the strands are stronger, it's less likely to break. When your hair is dry, you ever see when your hair is dry, it's brittle, you just touch it and you feel like hair is just in your palm, like your hair is just falling out so easily. You comb through it, you look through the comb, you look through the brush, all your hair is in there. It's dry, and I'm still struggling with that. I have a review coming out after this about some products I use and how they didn't work, and I think I'm going to go back to my old stuff because my hair is not how it used to be. I've noticed some dryness. So for people struggling with dry hair like me, a major key, like I've discussed before, is moisturizing, and not with moisturizing with creams or oils or lotions, because I think a lot of people run to that, and that's cool and nice, but what I've discovered is I need to lock in the moisture from conditioning, from the deep conditioner, the regular conditioner, the deep conditioner, the leave-in conditioner. I need moisture locked in at every step, even from the shampoo. I'll talk about this later, but like, people sleep on shampoo. They just feel like they can use any type of shampoo. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, there are shampoos that strip your hair so much that it's so hard to infuse the moisture back if you're not using the right products. So from the shampoo, from the conditioner to the deep, every line of my regimen needs moisture. It needs to be moisturizing to combat this dry hair issue that I have. Yeah, another thing that leads to dry hair also is heat damage. If you use a lot of heat in your hair, a lot of people struggle with that. So if you're someone that blow dries your hair a lot, or you use like the hot iron a lot, you may look into that. Sometimes that can cause your hair to be dry, so you may want to lay low, break it down to once a month, or just use heat or like excessive heat less. Same thing with coloring. If you're someone that color treats your hair often, and you notice that, because I see that a lot, especially with natural girls, that their hair starts looking a little dry, and I experienced that too when I colored my hair like 10 years ago. I can't believe, like, you start noticing a little more dryness, and you have to work overtime to have your hair moisturized. So those are some major things that contribute to dryness. The other thing that would contribute to your hair breaking is over manipulation. And as naturals, we're all guilty of this, especially when you're just going natural. You want to try all the styles, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do these twists, you want to do these bantu, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you get excited. But the more you're touching your hair, the more it's breaking. That's just the honest truth. Like, I'm not saying keep your hair away for 3 months. I know I've done it before. I have a video that I'll link below, and it's difficult sometimes when you wait too long to like get your roots straight in, especially since our 4C hair is so thick. You have a lot of breakage that way. I just took out knotless braids. I had them for 7 weeks, and my roots were really thick. Like, I had to comb through them. I didn't lose that much hair, honestly, thank goodness, but I wouldn't say keep your hair in so long because you don't want it to break, but like I don't believe in touching your hair every day. Like you should not be manipulating, styling, twisting, braiding, combing daily. As a natural girl, specifically for C hair, it's not beneficial. Your hair is going to break. Like you're just touching your hair way too much. So solution for this would be protective styling. You know, find something that works for you, whether it be a lot of people are into crochet, corn rolling. A lot of people working from home now. You don't have to worry about wearing wigs. You could just wear the cornrows and just wear them back, and it's cute. You know what I mean? It's nice simple style. Twisting your hair, like if I wasn't filming or going out, I would just keep my twisting as long as possible, and then I untwist them, especially if they're really like professionally done or they're very small. But these I knew I was taking out in 2 days, so I didn't really bother to get all specific about, you know, them being neat and everything. You see they're little chunky, so twist, things of that nature. So just, you know, keeping your hair protected. Number three, that something that could be contributing to your hair breaking is braids. And I know this is controversial. People think, oh, braids grow your hair, you're keeping your braids 3 months, blah, blah, blah. It just depends the type of braids you're getting. Number one, especially when it comes to smaller braids in your hairline, cornrows or like small tight braids. My hairline it needs to recover right now because I did cornrows in July that were very tight. I had a video and I showed the picture of my scalp. I had got white bumps, and then after I waited like a month or so and I got knotless braids. And of course I made sure I had to tell them don't do it small, but like they braid no matter what, they're gonna pull on your hair. Like you can't run away from it. Like you're gonna lose some type of hair, especially with the cornrows and the small braids. You're gonna lose something. So I would definitely say be careful. You know, talk to your stylist when they're doing them for you. Take out all the edges you can. Take breaks in between them. Don't get braids back to back to back, especially cornrows and small braids. Or moisturize your scalp with, you know, castor oil or whatever you use to keep your hair moisturized. But braiding can definitely lead to a lot of breakage if they're not done properly, they're kept in too long, or they're not maintained properly. Another common one that a lot of people overlook is split ends. Yes, split ends can lead to breakage. A lot of us, especially when you're on the hair growth journey, you want to hold on to your hair. Like you went through so much to grow it. It seems like it takes so long. So when your hair is getting longer, you're enjoying it. And I understand, but you have to trim your hair. You have to know your hair, you know, what works best for you. I don't like telling people how much to trim their hair because it gets a little controversial. But for me, I would suggest 2 to 4 times a year. Quarterly is good. I think that's a great calendar, especially if you're someone that's growing and you just want to you don't want to cut off too much at once, so you're not like overwhelmed. You could do one major cut a year and then a trim a year, or two. It depends. You could do cuts and then less trims. You could just do only trims. It depends on how you want to, you know, mix it up. But you have to get rid of those ends, because what people forget is that if you have split ends, let's say my hair is split to hair, those ends, if not cut off, they split up. They split up. They split. Eventually, when you do decide to get a trim, you're going to be getting a cut. You're gonna have to cut it all off because it doesn't look good. It's stringy, it's thin. When your hair is in even natural styles, your hair doesn't look good. So you have to take care of those ends. Do not hold on to dead split ends. Take care of your ends, and you will notice less breakage. Last but not least, a major reason that leads to a lot of hair breakage is not knowing your hair. Everyone's hair is different. Even within 4C hair, you have low porosity, medium porosity, high porosity. You have um heat adverse. You have hair that doesn't do well in cold weather, hot weather, in humidity, in rain. You have time, you know, you'll learn it. There are some major things that for the most part work with all of our hair. Like if you go in in humidity, your hair's gonna poof up. But everyone's hair responds differently. Like this year, I try not using heat. I didn't use my dryer at home anymore. And then when I go to the hair salon, I put the dryer on cool air. And honestly, I don't think it's helping. Like I think my hair is still dry. Honestly, I feel like my hair was longer when I was putting my deep conditioners under the dryer. My conditioning sessions were better. But at the same time, I'm also using different products. So I don't know if it's the products, if it's heat. I think my hair responds to heat. It's just not direct heat. Like I can't straighten my hair every month or something like that. But it's just you have to learn your hair and what works for it and what doesn't. What products work for it. What conditioner. Like you may see some expensive conditioners like $50 for a tub, and you use it and you don't like the way your hair feels. It's not for you. That's why I say that talked about this in my previous video. Don't get stuck on price, cost, and don't equivocate it to how good it is. It is not always true. Everyone's hair is different. You have to use these products or look at your YouTubers or your influencers who have similar hair types to you and see what works for them. Like, I'm not gonna watch a YouTuber who has 3A hair and says this moisturized my hair so well and think it's gonna moisturize my hair. Certain hair types require certain things that even I learned from using various products. One product my friend had gotten me, my hair doesn't respond well to avocado. And from my review that I'm going to make, my hair doesn't respond well to aloe vera. So you have to it's kind of like a trial and error. You try stuff, you see what works for me. Then look at the ingredients. What do they really have in it? Do I like more oil-based stuff, more water-based stuff? Like, just really take the time to observe how your hair reacts to stuff. And I feel as if, you'll start learning, like, okay, like, I need to do this, I can't do that, let me do this, let me do that. Also, when it comes to understanding your hair, typing your hair may help a little. I know some people don't like to get into the typing and they feel like it's not accurate. It doesn't really accurately portray hair, but I think it's helpful because if you know your hair is in the type 3 or at least type 4, there's certain things that, certain hair textures struggle with that are specific to that hair type. So you can watch people who have your similar hair type and, look at what they use and look at how their hair responds to it and kind of have an idea of how your hair will respond to it. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, So I think typing your hair could be helpful. To me, that I put that under learning your hair. All right, so I've taken it out. Do you like the final look? I'm going to be wearing my hair out for the next month or so until my birthday, which is like 5 weeks from now, because I've been doing a lot of braids and wigs and stuff on too much tension on my hairline. I'm trying to grow it back, as you can see, but let me know how you feel about this video. The main reason why your hair is not growing, it is growing, honey. It's just breaking. And it's breaking because what? It's dry, you're over manipulating it, you're putting in those braids, those cornrows, all that stuff, and a lot of tension pulling at your hair. You're not getting regular trims, and you don't understand your hair. Those are my 5 reasons. Let me know how you feel about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps my channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.